It was a weekend filled with Fijian culture and tradition, with the community gathering at the Auckland Museum on Saturday to welcome the opening of Fijian Language Week. In the morning, Fijian leaders from all around the country gathered together to address issues affecting the community in New Zealand.
So today was really the first ever community leaders meeting. The Fiji community leaders to come together and meet in one place and talk about some strategic issues that's affecting our community. Economic issues, political issues, educational issues that affect our community, and how it's important to maintain that reputation of who we are.
One of the major concerns for the fast-growing community was that approximately 7% of New Zealand-born Fijians cannot speak the language.
There's a possibility of the language and culture may be lost in another 10 to 20 years' time. So coming to our adopted country, of course, there's a lot of distractions and things that affect us preserving and treasuring the language.
The Fijian community in Auckland, we've set together a strategic plan that's looking at 20 years ahead. It's a collective effort of families and leaders.
Then it was time for celebrations to begin. The community turned out in big numbers for the opening of the Fijian collection at the Auckland Museum. And most importantly, to bless and bear witness to these ancient objects. The Fijian exhibition is one of the biggest Pacific collections in the museum.
I think we have about 1,700 Fiji objects, and 1,500 of that will go through this Pacific Collections Access Project. The museum has a really good and quite extensive collection, and so they have representation all the way from accoutrements like hooks and nets and baskets, all the way to the chiefly objects such as tambua and some beautiful, beautiful masi. We have a very good Fijian masi collection here.
A lot of the items were once a part of the William Oldman collection, a British art collector and dealer in the early 20th century who was fascinated with tribal art.
Now, the William Oldman collection was purchased by the New Zealand government in, I think, about 1948. So it was a huge investment for the government of the day to purchase the William Oldman collection and bring it back to New Zealand. And because it was so significant, they divided it between the four main museums in New Zealand.
It's a wonderful opportunity this time around for Fiji collection to be opened, not only for a week or a month, but it's going to be open until July 2017. It's very vital for us to come in and actually appreciate what our ancestors used to make, for us to learn today and look back and appreciate. But I always believe that the past was there for a reason, for us to connect to who we are and identify with our Fijian identity.
Past was definitely not forgotten. We were lucky enough to be in the room when members of the community started singing to honour their ancestors, whose stories and tradition will be forever engraved in these community treasures. TJ Elmore, Pacific Media Centre.